Today to take up this chapter, how the dog found himself a new master, from 6th standards English book, Honeysuckle. This story belongs to a very far ago time when the dogs doesn't have any master. They were free like wolves and other animals. And before this, coming to this story, we need to know some things about this. Over the centuries, human beings have domesticated and tamed wild animals. And here is a story about how the dog have been a tame animal. In this story, the author has said the dogs were free animals and they don't have any master. But one day, a dog born who was very displeased with his way of life. He was very sick, he was tired of wandering here and there and searching for the food like a scavengers, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than him and who could have killed him. So he thought over it and decided that he should have a master who can protect him, who can feed him, and he took this decision and he walked in search of his master. He walked and walked, he met, and suddenly he met with a kinsman. Kinsman is an old word, means relative. He met his own relative, a member of dog family, a big wolf who was very fierce and strong also. And the dog offered his service to the wolf, and wolf happily agreed to this. Later on, they walked together. After some time, the wolf all of a sudden stopped and lifted his nose and sniffed and quickly moved out of the path. He left the path and moved towards the jungle. The dog was very surprised. He went to the wolf and asked him what had happened. What has frightened you so much? Then the wolf told him that there was a bear and who could have killed him? Killed him and dog also. When the dog saw that the bear was more stronger than wolf, he left the service of wolf and went to the bear and offered him his service, and bear agreed to him. But when they were about to kill a cow to eat or their fill, suddenly the bear stopped and ran away from there, and they came to the jungle. The dog asked bear again that what had happened, master. Then the bear told him that there was a lion who was very strong and very dangerous animal. Now the dog have realized that bear is not the strongest animal in the jungle, so he went to the lion and said goodbye to the bear. He went to the lion and offered him his service and said him to keep him as his servant and to be his master. The lion agreed to it. And the dog stayed with him for a very long time, because in the jungle there was not any animal stronger than the lion. He was enjoying his service. The dog was enjoying his service. He was eating enjoyingly, and he was moving around freely because there was nobody to touch him, because he was the servant of lion. But one day when the lion and the dog were walking, suddenly the lion stopped. He gave a great roar and he made a paw on the road. He stepped the road and then he started turning back. After looking at the lion, the dog asked, "What is it, master? Is anything wrong?" Then the lion said, he is sensing a man's approaching. He had sensed a man approaching, and the lion said it would be better for them to run away from that place, otherwise they would be in the trouble. Oh well, then dog realized that the lion is not the strongest animal in this world, so he bade a goodbye to the lion and went to the man, and he stayed with the man and served him very faithfully. This happened very long ago, at the time when there was no such a great civilization there, but man tamed the dogs in this way. From that day till today, the dogs are very loyal and faithful servant to their master, that is man. In this chapter, we learn how the dogs became tame animal. Here, first of all, we have seen the dog met with a wolf. He realized that he is not the strongest animal. He came to the bear and offered his service to the bear. After realizing that bear is not stronger than lion, he became the servant of lion. And after a long time, he realized that lion is not the strongest animal also. Then he served and started his service to the man. Since that day, the dog is very loyal servant to the human beings. This chapter is full of very new vocabulary and phrases also. That the phrase "take me to take up service with" means to be in service of somebody or something else. So this is the chapter we know, and this was the second chapter of this book. And later on we'll discuss other chapters also. Thank you.